Hello everyone. Recently a movie YouTuber by the name of Bacon Guy decided to upload a response video after he was caught in a bit of controversy a few months ago. Essentially what happened is he made a YouTube short about how he wouldn't review a movie over it being LGBT, and because of that people started calling him homophobic. So he decided to upload an 11-minute response video in which he says such amazing lines as, "If I'm gonna be known as homophobic, I'd rather it be for this video." And his response is so bad that I just gotta point and laugh at it. A nice, good, funny, low-stakes drama we can all just have a good chuckle at. So for today's video, we'll just dissect his response and make fun of the guy. But before we do that, make sure to subscribe so that I can feed my starving family. So for some backstory as to why this guy is in drama, he said he wouldn't watch the movie Nimona because of its gay themes, saying he wouldn't want to show sexual content off to kids. People took issue with this, and so he responded accordingly. I know some people will look at this guy's channel and think me and other people are making fun of a little kid, but if you listen to his voice, he sounds like an adult, and also he has 300,000 subs, so I'm not punching down, I'm punching up. But with all that, let's begin.
Yeah, someone posted that original video on Twitter and got 10 million views.
Well, with the release of this video, it's jumped up by another 3 million, so don't worry, man.
So if I have to be known for being homophobic, I'd rather it be for this video.
What a fucking quote, dog. That's actually hilarious. I do feel the need to say this, like, whenever I cover any of these topics. This guy is absolutely allowed to say and do whatever the fuck he wants. If he doesn't want to cover the movie, then he doesn't have to, no matter what his reasoning is. I personally disagree with this stance and think it's dumb to alienate your audience by doing this, but hey, that's his choice.
I don't know why I thought that, because at the end of the day, there's literally no reason to be against LGBT content in kids' movies unless you're religious. My viewpoint doesn't really make sense unless I'm religious. The fact is, I am religious.
Well, if it wasn't obvious which direction this video was going in, now it is. He's going to use religion as an excuse as to why he doesn't like gay people. Now later on he says he doesn't hate gay people, but some of the stuff he says makes me think otherwise. But this is the main reason why I'm making this video, not just because it's fucking hilarious, but because this guy's gonna try to use his religion to bash people, and I just think that's absolutely pathetic. If you want to be homophobic, just be open about it, instead of hiding behind your religion like a shield.
Christianity seems to be known for its opposition to homosexuality. It's because that's found in the Bible. There's multiple different verses that either listed or mention it as a sin.
Now, if we went out and pointed everything that was a sin in the Bible, we'd be here all day. You guys like whales? Well, whales eat shrimp, which is a sin. Hope they enjoy hell. I mean, even eating bacon is a sin. You know, the thing this guy uses as a mascot. Just because it's in the Bible doesn't mean it should be the end-all be-all.
Many people in churches have tried to alter the passages or reinterpret them, but the reason so many Christians still consider homosexuality to be a sin is because that is the most obvious interpretation of the passages.
Fun fact, actually, did you guys know both the previous and current popes support gay people? Pope Francis even said trying to criminalize it should be a sin. So dog, even major leaders in your own religion don't agree with you.
Don't Christians hate gay people? I've heard that a lot in both real life and my own comment section, and the answer is no.
Okay, if Christians don't hate gay people, then why do you? Your entire argument was that it's because you're religious, but then you say stuff like this, and it entirely counters your own argument.
Let's say you have a friend who smokes cigarettes. You know what they're doing won't end well. So do you hate them? Do you push them away because of their choices? No.
Alright, this is just an absolutely wild comparison. You aren't genetically wired to smoke cigarettes in the same way your sexuality is. And what do you mean it won't end well? What does that imply?
Now on the flip side, do you affirm them in that choice? Do you tell them that they're so strong and so brave for smoking?
These two are vastly different. This is like comparing someone having red hair to someone who does fentanyl. They're like completely different ballparks.
You love your friends, but you don't affirm them in the things that the Bible says are sinful.
Keep this in mind, by the way, it'll become important later.
Do you think you'd help your friend out of smoking by nagging them about it all the time?
Do you think you need to get people to not be gay like it's a crack addiction? What are you talking about, man? These are the reasons why this guy is being called homophobic. Like, he says stuff that he doesn't hate gay people, but then he says stuff like this, and it's kind of hard to argue that.
You don't hate someone for sinning because, newsflash, you're a sinner too.
Okay, so Christians don't hate gay people, and everyone sins anyways, so why do you dislike gay people? If your excuse was it was your religion as to why you didn't like gay people, why would you then go on to say your religion doesn't hate gay people?
The Bible also points out lying as a sin. And while I assume not everyone who's watching this video is homosexual, I know for a fact everyone has told a lie.
Okay, so once again, he's dismantling his own argument. We're all sinners, but them damn dirty gays. Now that's one sin too big.
The bad news is the Bible says that the wages of sin is death. It doesn't matter if you're gay, trans, straight, any of those labels.
I don't actually think I've ever seen someone dismantle their own arguments like this. This is legitimately wild. If he just went mask off and said he hates gay people, that would be one thing, but he's not. He's trying to hide behind religion while explaining to us that his religion doesn't hate gay people. So yeah, your argument doesn't make sense.
The Bible says that if anyone follows Jesus' teachings and asks him to forgive their sins, they will be saved. If you're a Christian, when you die, God doesn't see all the sin you committed in your life.
Okay, so it doesn't actually matter if you're gay or not. If you believe in Jesus or whatever, you go to heaven. So do you not think gay people could be religious? Like, I'm so confused as to what he's arguing, because he's made like 3 different arguments and he's countered them all himself.
Because the Bible says homosexuality is a sin, it's not something I would want to show to children in a positive light. And that's the point I tried communicating that I think was communicated rather poorly. Like content that is sexual in nature, I think it's something parents should teach their children about, not movie studios like Disney or Netflix.
Okay, and you could have just said that. But instead, he went on an obscenely long rant about how everyone is a sinner and how everything is a sin. You pointed out that lying is a sin, for fuck's sake. Does that mean you can't show that to kids? Is Among Us just a breeding ground for sinners? And I don't even disagree with his main point that parents should be the ones to teach their kids about this instead of movies or companies. But his reasoning just makes no sense. Instead of just saying that, he argues like literally everything else.
My line is, would a child who's unfamiliar with anything LGBT pick up on it? I don't think they would in any of those 3 examples. Both Celeste and Spider-Verse 2 have trans flags, but not only are they pretty out of view, if you don't know what transgenderism is, then the flag's not going to mean anything to you.
If the damn dirty gays are out of sight, then to me they're out of mind. That's essentially what his argument is.
You are wonderfully made in God's image. But I'm also not going to back down from this. I will not be supporting children's content with LGBT themes because what are beliefs if you drop them the second people get mad?
And like I said, if he doesn't want to cover something because it goes against his beliefs, then he is fully entitled to that. My point is, why would you do this? Why would you purposely turn a portion of your audience away with something like this? He could literally just say he doesn't like the movie and people wouldn't bat an eye. Hell, he could say literally nothing and people wouldn't bat an eye. But instead, he made his whole argument about how being gay is the equivalent to like smoking cigarettes and how it's bad and shit. Like, there's just no need to shoot yourself in the foot like this, man. He ends the video off by doubling down and saying how he isn't going to change his beliefs and that if that disappoints you to leave. And that's the end of his response video. So he gets called homophobic, doubles down on all his claims, says that being gay is equal to smoking, that it won't end well, which take that how you will, and that he won't support gay people because it's a sin despite saying practically everything is a sin. So yeah, that response wasn't good. That was fucking awful. And instead of trying to bat the allegations, he just doubles down, but instead of even going mask off, he just hid behind religion while also saying his religion doesn't agree with him. It's just funny how pathetic he is. Like I said, if he doesn't want to support gay people, then that's fine, but combine that with everything else he said, there's a pretty good reasoning as to why people might come away with the fact that this guy doesn't like gay people. I don't think people are unreasonable when they come to that conclusion. Obviously, whether he is or isn't doesn't matter to me at all. I literally do not care or not if this guy likes gay people or if he like hates them with every fiber of his being. I'm gonna fall asleep tonight completely unchanged by this guy's stance on gay people. This is literally incredibly low stakes drama that's just so fun to point and laugh at. If you don't want to watch this guy because of how he feels about gay people, then that's fine, but that's really the extent of the drama. This isn't a guy who should lose his platform, but instead should just be laughed at for making what I personally consider one of the worst response videos of all time. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I don't know, join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe, I guess. It'd be pretty cool. Anyway, I don't know. Later.